data digital, they are still, because even these devices, why we have to remind ourselves that we can't just trust what we're interacting with, because even these devices, your iPhones and your iPads, they are recording you. When you go to sleep, they are still on, and your iPhone is actually spying on you. It's data collection. Data collectly spying.
It's what, Ralph? What is it, Ralph?
It's data collection. Data collection. That's the real matrix we're actually.
Now, how long have I been stressing this? Talking about data collection, EEG snatching, brainwave frequencies.
In data collection. Data collection. That's the real matrix we're actually in. They want your data because they want to create a digital you. That's what this is all about. They want your data because they want to create a digital you. That's what this is in. They want your data because they want to create a digital you. That's what this is all about.
Say it ain't so, Ralph. Say it ain't so. They got a digital DB out here?
The QR code, the green pass, it's all about turning a human being into a human cyborg. A QR code to have turning a human being into a human cyborg. It's all about turning a human being into a human cyborg. A QR code to have a digital version of yourself. So what can we do about this? Choose your humanity over their artificial insanity. Choose your humanity, which is love.
Hi everybody, I'm Jack Canfield. I'm excited to let you know.
Ain't about to tell you to pop and show your pale looking face on this damn ad. You still making a video, you punk bitch.
Over their artificial insanity. The Matrix 4. So, what can we do about this? Choose your humanity over their artificial insanity. Choose your humanity, which is love, over their artificial insanity.
This is what the end of the world looks like. Please be a front row seat.
Here is the auction clip. It's time to auction him. The whole time. He didn't know. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know that the drop was on him at the whole, you know what I'm saying? This whole time, he didn't know that he was the one that was basically the cattle. Being played by who? This bimbo bitch. You know what I mean? So that's why I be like, man, all these years went by, you be wondering who the hell was real in your life. Apparently nobody. So here it is, look. He at the auction, he don't even know they doing the bid on his ass. You know what I mean? This shit is fucking real sinister. You know what I mean? I wish I could play it, but I know they're gonna be striking it. You know what I mean? And right now, you know, he doing it quietly though. Instead of doing one sold and the Gangstalker over there with the red jumpsuit on, sold to the Gangstalker over there with the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing that, you know, it's real quiet and silent. He bidding high, man. Bingo, they playing bingo on his ass. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, this game is deep, man. You know, this movie right here, Get Out, was Gangstalker all day in the damn movie, man. You know what I mean? And I haven't watched it in a while, but I do want to watch it again and do a full, complete breakdown on the whole movie from beginning and end. You know what I mean? And don't even worry about, you know, if they're gonna monetize it or whatever. But right now I just wanted to show y'all that, man. Just that part. And this part right here the whole time while he's on the date with the chick. They always going to use somebody close, right? It's always going to be somebody close to you. You know what I mean? So they got to, it's going to be, you better look, man, all you so-called, all you TIs, the real ones, if you in a relationship, man, look, if she's not being gangstalked, then she's a bot. She's this bimbo right here. This bitch. She in on it. They trying to cash out on you. You gotta understand that you already know that this is a life insurance thing. They trying to kill your ass so they can bank. You know, we always talk about this Illuminati sacrifice. Oh man, Jennifer Hudson. Remember Jennifer Hudson family got killed? Remember that? And it was three relatives that was in the house that got sacrificed, right? Then they blamed the murder on some fall guys. It was some hood niggas that, you know, took the bait. It was all that shit was all staged and set up. You know what I mean? All that shit was fake. It was just nothing but Illuminati sacrifice. We don't know who the hell really did it. But just believe that Jennifer Hudson was in on it. Her hands, that blood is on her hands as well. So people like to talk shit. Because I remember back in the day, you know, it was like a real big thing about this Illuminati. Everybody was on it. I was on it. You know, when I first, back in the day when I first got discovered, this was years ago though. I was on this shit like in 2006, 2007. That's when I started to hear about that shit, read about that shit. But now, in this day of time, you know, it's no longer really celebrities are still doing it, but now we got everybody doing it now. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, everybody probably been doing it. You know what I mean? This thing, because remember, ain't nothing new under the sun. So, if you're T.I., I did a video before. I said T.I.'s are the ultimate sacrifice. We are the ultimate sacrifice, man. You know what I'm saying? So, the only thing we could do is just, like I said, is fight back and survive. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? You know, and just ride the motherfucking truck till the wheels fall off. That's it. You know what I mean? Because the name of the game is to fucking annihilate you, to kill you, to terminate you. This is a termination game, yo. You know what I mean? They trying to cash in on you. How many other people been getting cashed in on before you became the woke target? Because right now, if you realize that you're being targeted, you right now considered, you the woke target now. Once upon a time, you was the sleep target. You know what I'm saying? They was really hoping that you wouldn't wake up. They was really hoping that you maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they did want you to wake up. Maybe they didn't. Who knows? The beast is funny like that. You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, you got to question everybody that's around you. Remember on the Truman Show? I always bring that up. You know, all these movies, right, talk about gangstalking. Remember Truman was like, to his dad, they faked his dad's death, and he was like, they never found, he was talking to his mom. His own mom was gaslighting him. He was like, they never found his body. Truman's mom was like, oh, Truman, you know what I'm saying? She was gaslighting. She was in it on the whole. She was in on it. She was just gaslighting his own son. So you gotta understand, man. This is a sinister game. Girlfriends, wives, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. This is a fucking Truman Show, dog. Everybody fake. I remember even Truman's best friend. He looked Truman right in the damn face, his eyes, and told him, man, I ain't in on it. I never do that. I got your back, dog. Paraphrase, you know what I mean? But he was a fraud. And then they sent his ass to come and search for Truman when Truman took off. Everybody out there looking for Truman. They turned the lights on and everything. That right there showed you that the sun is fake. They turned the lights on. It was nighttime when Truman went away. When Truman disappeared off camera. They turned the lights. They turned the lights on. You know what I mean? So basically, what is the moon and the sun is a fucking switch? They can make it get dark right now, just like I just did. You know what I mean? Look at that. Hold up. I about to say they hate. Hold up. Yeah, man. So hold up. So tell me what you think, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Let me know what you think, man. We all been sold out. We all been played. I really understand why Tupac put himself on the cross. Remember the Machiavelli, cover? Do y'all remember that? Hold on, let me see if I can find that for y'all. This is supposed to be Tupac that was on Smile Video, and then they also got on this on the cover of Machiavelli when you know, he was always, you know, like he was being crucified. And this is you know, this is the Machiavelli that he did, you know, back then. And like I said, he always, you know, put himself on the cross. You know what I mean? So I understand this, you know what I'm saying? I understand why, you know what I mean? Basically, you know, you feel like you're being crucified. You're being crucified by the world. I mean, they crucified Jesus, they crucified Malcolm X, they crucified Marcus Garvey. You know, a lot of saviors got crucified. You know what I mean? Martyred. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you target individuals, you're literally being crucified. You are the ultimate sacrifice. I did a video on that some months back, probably like 6 months back. I see, maybe I'll post the link up, and, you know, down below for the ones that didn't see it. But it's called The Ultimate Sacrifice. T.I.'s The Ultimate Sacrifice. It's true. You know what I mean? You know, this is just not a fucking game. This is not something that they just, you know, follow you around for nothing. Like, these motherfuckers are literally trying to hurt you, kill you, destroy you, take you out and cash in. Everybody. Literally, every fucking body that's in your circle, dog. I don't know what level y'all on. I'm talking about my level. I know that everybody around me is in on it. Facts. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't know what level y'all on. You know, you might be in kindergarten. I don't know, 5th grade, whatever. But, you know, I know what's going on in my world. And that's the only thing I can speak on. So, with that being said, y'all, holla back. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Gangstalker Simulation. The best channel on YouTube.